Welcome to Better Health, Better Life. This is the show where we connect you with the best local health care providers so you can make informed decisions and stay fabulous, Sun City. I'm your host, Carrie Dillon. We have a great show for you today. We're with Beaufort Memorial LifeFit Wellness Center and Pinnacle Plastic Surgery. Don't go anywhere. It's a great show. We are at Beaufort Memorial's LifeFit Wellness Center. We're joined by Kassie Nicknadarvich, who is a licensed dietitian and diabetes educator. And we're going to be talking about healthy eating today. We're going to be talking about a bunch of things. Really exciting stuff. So welcome. It's so good to have you.
Thank you.
Now, this place is fabulous. There's so much going on here. There's from soup to nuts. There's tons of stuff going on here. What exactly is LifeFit?
So LifeFit is a medically supervised multidisciplinary wellness center. We have nurses, dietitians, diabetes educators, exercise physiologists, all here to help our community.
All under one roof?
Yes, on one roof.
It's like a one-stop shop.
Yes, and we're here to just help our community reach their wellness goals. That's our goal.
So I saw some folks with the pulmonary rehab facility.
Correct. Yes. So we have cardiac and pulmonary rehab that patients that come through who are referred to meet with our therapist, our nurse, and the exercise physiologist to get their prescription for better health.
And then they can learn about diabetes, they can learn about healthy eating, all of those things just under one roof here.
One roof, yeah. We see patients for medical nutrition therapy, so basically nutrition education, and then for diabetes as well.
It's phenomenal. Tell us a little bit about accessibility. Can anybody join? Do I need a doctor's referral to come here? Tell us about that, Kassie.
So anyone in the community can join. You just come in and we can get you set up. You'll meet with our exercise physiologist to get your wellness plan, to using the equipment, and you're setting up goals for your wellness. With our referral service for cardiac and pulmonary rehab and for diabetes education, that is based on referral, but we can definitely help you get that referral that you would need to come in to see us.
Perfect. So when we talk about healthy eating, that makes me think immediately of grocery store. Can you give us some tips of where to start or just what to look for at a grocery store?
Yeah, absolutely. So you go into the grocery store and they're typically laid out the same. But basically the perimeter of the grocery store is where you're going to have all your fresh, your fruit, your vegetables, your produce.
Live foods.
Yes. You're going to have your meat. Then you're going to have eggs and then your dairy items. So trying to shop that perimeter. And then in the aisles as well, there are some very good foods, but the main items is you want to get for good nutrition is in the perimeter.
Stay on the perimeter.
Yeah,
I've never heard that before. That's fantastic. Now, a lot of times we're trying to read labels. Can you help? And there can be a lot of confusion with that. Can you sort of debunk some of the things that we look for on labels and just what to do?
Absolutely. The big items is looking at the total calories. So look at those calories. You want to look at that serving size because the package doesn't tell you, it will tell you what the serving size is.
But not the total calories unless you add those servings.
Correct. So you might have 5 servings in the box. Well, you really want to look at that serving size. So looking at the total calories, looking at the fats, 5 grams or less is what you're looking for as your total fat. Then it's broken down into saturated and unsaturated. Your unsaturated, of course, we'll talk about, but it's the best. But really looking at that total fat is what you're wanting to pay attention to, as well as your total carbohydrates and then your protein. Those are all your really important nutrients in the food. So in your total carbohydrates, though, is your grams of fiber. And everyone talks about fiber.
Yes.
Really looking for more than 3 grams of fiber in that product is a really good choice.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about fats. There's good fat, bad fat. Give us the rundown.
Okay, so you have good fats versus your bad fats. Everyone needs fats. It's very important in your diet. When you're talking about good fats, you're looking at your unsaturated fat. So if it's liquid at room temperature, it's unsaturated. So your olive oil, your vegetable oil, canola oil. When you're looking at your bad fats, per se, it's solid. So butter, margarine, even coconut oil is a saturated fat.
Yes.
We need fat. Making sure you're eating it in moderation. It's really is the key.
That kind of leads me to my next question. Is fat-free always better?
if you have a hard time controlling how much you're eating, it's been recommended to, hey, try the fat-free, because then it's most likely going to have less calories. But if you can really control how much you're taking in, use the regular, and then just really watch that portion size.
And for women especially, as we age, there's been a lot of talk about, our digestive needs, and there have been some particular yogurts that have been advertised as helping with that. Tell us your thoughts on that.
Absolutely. So probiotics they help you have good gut flora. So a lot of people, Activia is a huge name brand. It has all yogurt has probiotics, but Activia, those that are for gut health, just have more strains of bacteria. We just recommend any type of yogurt at least once a day.
Yeah, that gut health is so important.
It is important. It is.
And speaking of guts and what we're probably going to do to them over the holiday season, it's so hard to believe that it's right around the corner. But can you give us some tips on some healthy eating and what to look out for the holiday season?
We have 5 basic tips when you're going to these functions that you want to really think about before going. So number 1 is, if you don't love it, don't have it. So if you go into a big party and there's, a slew of food everywhere, really look around, look to see what's there. Pick out those hot items that you're probably only going to get once a year, and concentrate on just eating those. If you don't love it, if you just like it, try to avoid it. Yeah.
Wow.
So that would be our first tip.
Okay.
Number 2, try to drink a big glass of water before. It might help you stay fuller longer, trying to just be hydrated for the party.
Sure, it's like shopping on an empty stomach.
Absolutely.
Never do it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't go to a party on an empty stomach.
Right. So number 3 would be, don't skip a meal during the day, to try to save up for. And a lot of people would do that. Like, hey, I'm going to this big party. I'm going to be eating a lot, so I'm just not going to eat the rest of the day or before. So really try to have something small before the party, really concentrating on maybe some lean meats, fruits and vegetables, to get some fiber to kind of make you feel a little full. So that small meal is really important before any function. Number 4 would be, make a plate, don't graze. So when you get there, make sure that they have something that you can get those foods that you really love from tip number 1 and put it on the plate. That way you're not overeating, and you are holding yourself accountable to what
your plate.
Correct. And number 5 would be, eat until you're satisfied, not stuffed. So using all of the tips before, making that plate, getting those foods that you love, and getting to that point where you're like, you know what, I'm satisfied. I'm good for the rest of the party.
Right.
Don't get to that stuffed state where you're just like, oh my goodness, I can't.
You can't eat another bite. Right. Now, hand in hand with eating, a lot of times, is drinking. Do you have? And it's a wonderful thing. It's part of the festivities. Do you have any tips on some healthy drinking?
Absolutely. So a cocktail is probably going to be involved in these parties. So, and it's okay, but try to avoid regular soda with your cocktail, or juice, all juice. Trying to use maybe Diet Club soda or seltzer water, the flavored waters for your cocktail, or a diet beverage.
Cutting down on calories a little bit there.
Right. And then also trying to have a glass of water in between, so you're cutting calories there as well. Mixing it up a little bit.
So we've just covered some basics on some healthy eating and some great tips. Thank you for those. If I wanted to learn more about the LifeFit program, and is there anything in particular that's offered to Sun City residents? And tell us a little bit about how we can get more.
Absolutely. So we do offer nutrition and diabetes education in Bluffton a couple of days a week, and then we also offer all of our services here in Beaufort Monday through Friday, and that includes LifeFit as well as diabetes and nutrition educations.
Perfect. Now, how do we get in touch with you all?
You can call 843-522-5635 or visit us at BeaufortMemorial.org to learn more about our programs.
Perfect. This place is so exciting. It's just bustling with activity. There's something for everyone here. Health and wellness, this is definitely the place you want to be. Make sure you check out Beaufort Memorial's LifeFit Wellness Center.